Okay, so moving on to Group C, we have Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Bets, let's start with you. What stands out to you about Group C? Who do you think is going to win the group? Are there any players that you have your eye on?
Now
Walk us through your thoughts in Group C.
there's a nation in this group that I'm super impressed with, and I cannot wait to watch them in this World Cup. I loved watching them last World Cup, and that's going to be Morocco. I think that they are a great team, and they're starting to get super experienced in playing in these tournaments. They obviously had a loss in the African Nations Cup final to Senegal, but I think that is that wrong?
No, no, no. Well, if you ask AFCON, then that is wrong, but that is correct in like reality. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I have
I
no
could-
idea. I don't know what you're talking about, Fox.
Okay,
What do you
so
mean?
basically, AFCON stripped the title from Senegal, gave it to Morocco after the game
Oh,
ended. Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
So it's down. It's gone down as a 3-0 win for Morocco. When
Is that true?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So DDB.
Wow,
So
I did not
for
know that.
anybody who doesn't know, basically what happened is there was a controversial penalty given for Morocco, and
Right.
Senegal was like, "We're not having it. That's some BS." Senegal walked off the field for 30 minutes. Then they come back on the field to finish the game. Morocco misses the PK, and then they go into extra time. Senegal scores in extra time. Senegal wins it, wins the game, are crowned AFCON champions. And then after an appeal process, like 90 days later, AFCON says, no, 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 Morocco are champions.
Why? What was the logic? Like, what are
Because
they appealing? Just because the
they
guys
said
left the
Senegal
field?
leaving the field. Yeah, they said Senegal leaving the field was a forfeit of the match. So the rest of it's null and void, doesn't count. Morocco are champions.
Wow.
I mean, it was absolutely. I mean, it was in shambles. It was totally AFCON. It was the perfect. It was a perfect AFCON final. And by
Was
the way,
not
the goal was an absolute banger. Like it's just chaos. But yeah, so yeah, it depends. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. But go on, Bets. You're killing it.
Right. So I think that Morocco will definitely be surprising. I actually think they win this group. And Brazil comes in second.
wow.
Haiti, another team that will get absolutely murked um, in every single game. Absolutely, they'll bring a ton of passion, but yeah, they stand absolutely zero chance. Um, so I think that Scotland will also do a number on them. I actually really like Scotland as a team. Um, they obviously took some grit to get qualified, but I think Morocco takes this group. I've been to Morocco now, and that also gives me a bit of a bias. So I love Morocco, and I'm rooting for them as a
Is
little
there
dark horse.
Bets, if there's one player that were to get injured in Group C that would make
Mm.
you rethink the entire group, what player would that be? What player
DD,
getting injured would just throw everything off for you?
DDB and his injuries.
I just gotta ask the question. I just gotta ask the question.
No, I respect it. I mean, probably the most obvious answer would be Hakimi for Morocco. I think he's like the heart and soul of not only just the team but the nation. And when it comes to it, when I was there, his jersey's being sold on every corner. So I think he would be a huge momentum like killer if he was
Mhm.
to go out with an injury. But I'm going to go
God
ahead and
forbid.
knock on wood.
God forbid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's not gonna
God,
happen.
God forbid. But yeah, I think he would be the biggest impact on this group with an injury, unfortunately.
Mhm. And is
Yeah.
there anyone on Brazil that bets that if they overperform could coax you into believing in them over Morocco?
I mean, besides the fact I'll answer that question, I'm super upset that they didn't take Anthony because he is
Mm.
just the biggest meme of all time. And he's the guy when he's like backing up from the AR, like, who's that? That's, that guy, I think that he's a locker room guy for sure. He probably would have brought a couple laughs. But no, I think that Neymar probably won't get too much grub anyway. They're making a big deal about him. No, I don't
I
really.
mean,
That
I think a guy that like if he plays Endrick, I think Endrick for Brazil, if he like was 70% of who people said Endrick was going to be. Like, I remember, like, the hype 2 years ago was, Endrick is the next Mbappe, basically. He's the next
Mhm.
Ronaldo, and he's the next Messi. And he's kinda just petered out. I think the the lights were a little too bright. I think if, like, this is a chance for Endrick to come out of his shell and, like, announce himself to the world, I think that could
Mhm.
be huge because then you'd have a in-form Endrick alongside of Vinny Jr., and that's just, I mean, that's lethal.
How do you expect Brazil to line up? Is it gonna be Vinny on one side, Endrick on the other? Because
Yeah,
didn't Endrick come off the bench in the last game?
I would be surprised if it's not Endrick and Neymar or Endrick and Vinny. And I think, like, hopefully we get Neymar off the bench in a couple games. But yeah, I think with the friendlies, I think it's tough because like, if you look at how we've lined up in the 2 games, it's not our exact 11. So
Right.
I'd be lying if I said I knew, but I do think it's a bit of a toss up. I think for this
Mhm.
group, the only thing I have to say, the only prediction I have to make is I don't think Haiti's going to score a goal.
I mean,
And
fellas, what's going
It's
on? You're
not
just pummeling poor Haiti.
not gonna score a goal.
no hate against Haiti from my side either, just you're gonna get killed. And there's no there's no coming around it.
I will say my golden boot prediction is fully predicated on the assumption that Vinicius is going to score 4 goals against Haiti. Like, he's
Lock
gonna
it in
score
now.
4 goals against Haiti, and that will be the difference between Mbappe not winning the golden boot and Vinicius winning. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Um, I will say this. So one thing that stood out to me about this Brazil squad, apart from their plane getting doused in holy water, I don't know what that ritual is about, um,
Absolutely.
is it seems like Morocco is coming off one of the best. It seems like they have some of maybe the best momentum coming into this tournament. I don't think they've lost a game in a year, but having watched Brazil get overhyped every single World Cup I can
Mhm.
remember, this is the first World Cup where it kind of feels like Brazil's maybe underhyped. It feels like they're not. It feels like people aren't expecting a lot from this team. But if you look at the squad, they have Vinicius, Marquinhos, they have Ancelotti bringing the team together. They have Rodri. Like, these guys have players that, I mean, are some of the best players in the world. And if they perform in gel, it's hard not to see them as a serious threat.
Yeah, I think that's very true. I think the expectations in Brazil are usually sky high every 4 years for the World Cup, and I think they've probably never been lower. Which is probably, I mean, if you're a player, it's probably pretty nice to kind of like not have that monkey on your back or have a smaller monkey on your back because I think they're
Right.
still I don't know, they're up there. They're like fifth best odds to win it, something like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'd agree. And like, despite, yes, they don't have the roster that they had in 2014, which was a ridiculous roster. But I mean,
Right.
they still have a lot of world class players. So I,
Hmm.
I think, look, they're gonna get out of the group and they're gonna do some damage in the group stage as well.